Hey guys, it's BAAYTA. Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Moto E second generation. This is the 2015 version of the Moto E that just got released. I got my device last night and I wanted to do for you guys a quick unboxing and an initial impression of the device itself. So without further ado, let's check it out. So this is the actual box that the Moto E 2015 second generation comes in. It does have 4G LTE, which is the purpose of, well, actually the reason why I decided to test this out. A lot of the versions of the phone that it's been out, that the Moto G and Moto E from last year, were only 3G devices. And this actually now jumps up to the same bandwidth as far as consuming data to what you get from these two devices. Nexus 6 is on the left and then the Note Edge is on the right. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys the three phones is this is my daily driver for my personal use. This is my daily driver for my work. What I want to do for the next week is I'm going to be testing this out, not as just a normal casual user on my personal device, but truly test this out and put it through its paces by seeing how this will work for my work. Am I going to be able to use it, get my email, get my communications, send, respond, do all the work that I need to do out of what I normally expect from my Note Edge using the Moto E? So without further ado, we're going to start off by first thing is we're going to do a quick unboxing of what comes in the box with the Moto E. This is actually just a small box, got it in last night. Got a chance to charge the device, but I didn't get a chance to actually open it up and turn it on and set it up. So first things first. Box is a single box. On the back they give us a little bit of an explanation as to what's inside. It's a 4.5 QHD display. It's a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor. It does come with a pure Android experience for better performance, of course, a 5 megapixel back camera and a VGA for front-facing camera, which is a new addition to the new line for this device at least. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop it open. And of course, first thing we're greeted with the actual device. There is a sticker, or kind of a laminated sticker on the screen that gives us the understanding, again, same thing, longer battery life, a bigger screen, 4.5-inch display, you have 4G LTE, quad-core processor, you have the ability of expanding your storage with a micro SD card, and you have swappable camera between the front and the back, so you can see the front one right here. We'll take the device real quick and we'll just put it on the side. No other basically wording other than just the Motorola symbol on the back and the little dimple that's Motorola kind of became a signature for them. And then of course we have the camera, no flash, but 5 megapixel back-facing camera. And then we have an instruction here explaining to us how to access the actual SIM card. This uses a micro SIM, not a nano SIM. And it also explains to us, you know, obviously you need to take out the band, which is on the outer rim for that. We'll get that in a second. Next thing, all in here, we just open up the box. We have our wall charger. Now this is a single piece wall charger, not as typical as most devices that you get, where you get a wall charger and a USB cable. So this is a single cable wall charger. It does have the standard micro USB cable, so you are able to charge other devices with this, but overall it's intended to be one piece. And it also white, it doesn't actually match the color of the device. And of course, you know, let's get started setting it up, everything. So what we get here with the device obviously is you're getting Motorola's experience, and the differences between last year and this year's model, the big ones at least, you actually now have a front-facing camera and you lost dual front-facing speakers. You have one front-facing speaker, and again, you know, with the sticker here it kind of gives us a quick heads up of what's going on inside. But when we start looking at the actual hardware, on the right side, all we get is the power and volume rocker. This is very similar to the way the Nexus 6 is set up as well, on the volume rocker on the right side. I'll put the two guys again next to each other so you guys can see what we're looking for here. Again, 6 inches, 4.5, still very nice, very usable, very big usable space that you're able to actually interact with your device. On the bottom, all we have is a charging port and your USB cable connection. Nothing on the left side. On the top, you have your just headphone jack. And in the back, all you're having here is essentially just the camera, the microphone, and the little Motorola dimple on the bottom. And then this is basically where you're able to remove the band. So if you prop it open here from the micro USB cable connecting area and then just pop, it comes off. Motorola is able to give you this to be able to customize the look of your Moto E so that you have your own personal identity in there. So even if you order the white one or the black one, you're definitely able to customize it. Again, once you remove the band, there's some additional things that you're able to see. Obviously, these are the buttons for the volume and the power. There's an IMEI information pull-out that you're able to pull through the... we'll see how good I am at doing this on camera. you're able to pull the information on the device directly from here, since you don't actually have access to the back of the camera in case you ever lose power and you need to actually use it. And on the bottom, again, all the information is still the same. Your SD card slot is right here on the left, and your micro SIM is over here. It doesn't use a nano, it uses a micro SIM, and you're able to prop it in, prop it out. And those are the only two ports that you're able to interact with on the device itself. So now that we have everything in here, we'll go ahead and remove the plastic covering, and we'll do that on the mic. So we'll go ahead and put that on the side, and we're going to power on our Moto E for the first time. And it says Android is updating, and of course, first thing is we're going to go through our setup. And we're going to skip this since I already have a SIM card propped in. Yes, skip anyways. And you'll notice it's almost hard to see, but the LTE logo is already right on. It's already registered to my AT&T network, and it's already ready to work for me. So I'm just going to say continue. So the next step in, obviously I put in my credentials. I'm going to be able to log in. The one thing I did notice that it did not give me the option to was the tap to set up, which was something I was hoping to get directly out of Motorola's setup, since this is something they normally have. I'm just going to say help improve location services. We'll uncheck this. You Google location services, back up your phone to Apple. Okay, we'll go ahead next. And then this is almost pretty much done. And then we'll go get Google Now. Of course, yes, I'm in. We'll get into that later on. It's not a big thing as far as setting it up right now. And the reason I say that is because there's a few things that I need to do to the device before I'm able to use it fully. So overall, we're in there. This is the actual home screen. Let's go ahead and bring down the notification panel. Apps, okay. Same notification shade, it's pretty much the same. Obviously, we're not expecting anything different. Secure your phone, of course. It's asking me to set up a PIN. Nothing big here. Well, let's go into the app drawer, see what's installed. The only difference outside of just the normal Google applications we're noticing here is that the Moto app is in here. And this is basically welcome to your Moto. This will help us customize the additional features that are added here from Motorola outside of just the normal Google apps. And then of course you have all your normal Google apps, and then since we're logged into the system, it'll give us access to the Play Store, and then we'll be able to update all our applications. Anyways, overall very, very nice. Let's go ahead and double check and see the version of Android that's installed on here. And we are looking at Android 5.0.2. Great, the latest version of the actual device, Moto E, second generation with 4G LTE. And then we'll do a quick system update just to make sure there is no system update pending. Your device is up to date. So setup wasn't that hard. It's pretty simple as far as setting up a device. It's more reminiscent of original device setup because the missing NFC functionality within the device limits us from having the ability to be able to basically just tap and set up the way we would normally set up an Nexus 6 that's running Lollipop. But again, with the functionalities of what we get, it's really nice to understand that, again, you're going into an entry-level type of device. It's $150 out of the door. There's no contract, there's no setup. You get it in, you pop in your AT&T or T-Mobile SIM card here in the US, and you're up and you're running on LTE. So you can't really ask for anything else or more than that. I like the setup. I like the fact that I was able to go up and running really quick. There is no corporate email setup as far as an application the way we've had it with previous version of Android. It uses Gmail. So this is the first time I'm actually using the integrated functionality of Exchange server access through Gmail. So we'll see how that works. So far the setup went well, and it did recognize my device. So I like this. This is going to be a challenge for me for the next week or so to be able to use this consistently and see how it functions. I like the initial impressions I'm getting out of it. It feels good in the hand. It's a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, and that's where the challenge comes in for me. Can I function with a device that's slightly smaller, entry level, to replace my, obviously flagship type device with the Note Edge? Obviously now it's no longer, with the Note Edge series at least, this is still a flagship in that sense. And see if this can function and do what I am normally used to getting from my Note Edge. So let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Hopefully I'll have a review for this coming up pretty soon and a mod video on XDA within the next week or so. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are the things you'd like to see so I can actually start maybe focusing on some of those things for you in the review. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys soon.